An innovative exhibition at New York's Museum of Modern Art showcases everyday objects, Post-its, hairdryers, and more that revolutionized materials, shattered conventions, and reshaped design forever. It's called Pirouette, Turning Points in Design. I recently sat down with senior curator Paola Antonelli. Tell me why it's called Pirouette.
It's called Pirouette because it really is about turning, changing things. You keep one focus and then you swirl and you swirl and you swirl and the world changes, but you go in the same direction, which is forward.
Help locate design for me in painting, sculpture, watercolors.
Design is, of course, beautiful and precious chairs, but it's also Post-it notes. It's also emojis. It's also the @ sign. It's also the rainbow flag. As you walk through your day, you encounter thousands of objects of design.
Is there an aspect of design that gets overlooked or misunderstood?
Sometimes design gets completely overlooked because it works so well that you don't even notice it. So we have almost a section in our collection that I call humble masterpieces. Objects like M&Ms, like the Post-it note, like the Bic pen, you name it. Those are overlooked because they work so well.
You've said that the museum is a lifeboat. What does that mean?
I like to think that museums are places where you change gears. So if you're in a place like New York, you might come into a museum to pause, and when you enter, you just change dimension.
Yes.
So in times of trouble, they are lifeboats. I'm hoping that people will get especially hope back, because hope is a very powerful engine.
Where do you locate hope in the exhibit?
Pretty much everywhere. There are some objects that are more overtly hopeful. There is a mine detonator that was designed by an Afghan designer that can be rolled onto minefields and makes mine detonate. Others, like the Frankfurt Kitchen by Grete Lihotzky, who was a woman architect in Germany in the 1920s.
Do you find beauty in every object that's here?
At the entrance of the exhibition, there's this hairdryer from the 1930s that I've always loved because it's the most steampunky and E.T.-like terrifying thing. I mean, the idea of putting your head in it is scary, but at the same time, it's so gorgeous.
These objects are also markers in history. How do the individual objects represent technological change, industrial change, societal change?
Objects take revolutions that might happen in science, in technology, or in politics and make them into life. So they are the way in which the upper systems of the universe communicate with everyday people. And designers are extremely important for that role that they play.
I love the way in which some objects force you to engage with them, recognize them, think about them, and others are beautiful in the way in which they just integrate themselves into your life.
Completely. The brown paper bag, I always think about that. Do you ever stop and think of what a revolution it was in terms of how much it can contain, how more reliable it is in its bottom?
You hope that when people leave the exhibit, they will carry with them a new kind of attention to all the designs that they encounter in their day.
I would like them to be really made more curious about the world around them, because ultimately their curiosity becomes their power. When you start thinking how objects are designed, you start really demanding better from your city, from the companies that sell you stuff. All of these ideas can come to you if you train yourself to think about design that way.